They got a message from the Action Man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What are we supposed to talk about now?
What do you think is magic?
What things do I think are magic? Well, I suppose it depends. I mean, because there's different ways of using the word, aren't they? You know, I could go, oh, that's magic. Or I could actually be looking at something that is really mysterious and be saying, that's magic. Somebody getting me a ticket to see Florence and the Machine. I might go, yeah, that's magic. But it's not. It's just somebody getting me a ticket to see Florence and the Machine. On the other hand, something strange and mysterious happening, I might actually think, that's kind of magical. Depressingly, the way we're going, you know, humans being what they are and being so curious, and the way in which we kind of understand more and more, that process of understanding, in the end, we might be able to explain everything.
Do you mean there'll be no more magic?
Because we can explain everything. But then, if we can explain everything, does that make us gods? So where were we?
Well,
Oh, we were talking about God. Does understanding how everything works, it certainly takes the magic out of things, but then does that make us gods? Not necessarily. God is, or the understanding of what God is, seems to be creator.
okay.
So presumably we can only be gods if we're creators. The fact that we have taken all the magic out of the world doesn't make us creators. Probably makes us destroyers. The things that I would describe as magic are the things that there aren't a rational explanation for. It's magic because you can't explain it. I was saying about smallpox. Before the smallpox vaccine was discovered, milkmaids knew that if you'd caught the cowpox,
yeah.
you couldn't catch the smallpox. So the question is, did they think that was magic, or did they actually just know that was the case, and all you've got to do is make sure people catch the cowpox?
Would you say there's magic in your life?
Sometimes. A weird one last week. I was in the bedroom and I was thinking some perhaps rather callous thoughts about somebody. And your photograph, there was a big crash behind me and I looked round and your photograph had fallen off the pelmet. It was you kind of looking at me. When I looked down, it was you kind of looking at me with this kind of smile on your face. But then I put my hand over the mouth, the smile, and looked at the eyes and they weren't smiling at me. And I was thinking, oh, that was you're ticking me off, aren't you? And so that's an example of something that's potentially magical. Sometimes coincidences are so peculiar that you think that doesn't really stack
work.
up.
I understand that. I was going to ask you, if there's anything that I can do to put magic in your life.
And my answer, I've already thought of my answer to that one, which is you do put magic in my life, sweetheart. You've been putting magic into my life for years. But that's in all sorts of funny little ways, you know, like strange little random moments. Well, do you remember the time we went in a rainstorm to a gallery? I can't remember the guy's name now, but we went to see an exhibition of his work. He was up for the Turner Prize. One of the things he had was a room. The place was lit red, and you stood in the middle of the room in what was a piece of art, and you started to do little pirouettes under the red light bulb that was hanging in the middle. That was magical. That was magic and magical. That was great because it was like something cutting through all this kind of pretense and pretension, and it punctured a balloon that needed to be punctured. It brought it back down to earth, which I thought was great.